Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Take Tuesday. I almost forgot what day it was. Special treat tonight, and I apologize for people who want to hear the old stuff, but I am going to play the entire album, the album I'm working on right now. I'm going to play all of the cuts that are going to be on that album, and this is kind of a rough mock-up of what the CD cover is going to be like, and if you look, it'll be online too. So it's called Bottle Rockets and Broken Dreams. So I hope you enjoy it. Because I know I've been enjoying rehearsing the last couple days. Because I'm going to try to get through the whole album for you. Right now there are 15 songs. If it might get cut back to 14, but never 13. And it's not necessarily going to be in this order either. We'll figure that out after we get all the everything cut and finished up. This is a Rodney Crowell tune called Song for the Life. Well, I don't drink as much as I ought to. Lately, it just ain't been my style. And the hard times don't cut like they used to. They pass quicker, like when I was a child. Somehow I've learned how to listen to the sound of the sun going down. Knowing in the morning I'll be singing a song for this life I have found. You know, keeps my feet on the ground. Well, the midsummer's day sits so heavy, it don't flow like the breeze through your mind. When nothing appears in a hurry to make up for some old lost time. And somehow I've learned how to listen to the sound of the sun going down. Knowing in the morning I'll be singing a song for this life I have found. You know, keeps my feet on the ground. And somehow I've learned how to listen to the sound of the sun going down. Knowing in the morning I'll be singing a song for this life I have found. You know, keeps my feet on the ground. No, keeps my feet on the ground. Song for the Life. I don't know, it's really kind of weird. What we did was we turned airplane mode on the iPhone, so that we wouldn't be interrupted by phone calls. And hopefully that's why I'm not seeing any comments or anybody online, because apparently that comes through the airplane mode thing too. So I'm hoping this is getting out, because right now on my screen it says live and that I'm actually recording. So If I don't comment because you're here and you say hi, it's because I'm not seeing anything on my screen, okay? There's an old Danny Whitten song. He was one of the band members, actually kind of one of the lead songwriters for a band called Crazy Horse. He passed away many years ago. He wrote this song back in 1971, and it's called I Don't Want to Talk About It. I can tell by your eyes you've probably been crying forever, and the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror. I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Oh, heart. If I stand all alone, will the shadow hide the color of my heart? Blue for the tear, black for all the night's fear. My heart and the stars don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror. I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Oh, heart, my heart, oh, heart. About it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Oh, heart, my heart. Oh, heart, my heart, oh, heart. Thank you, Danny Whitten, for that lovely song. Danny passed away not long after he wrote that song. It's a very heart-wrenching song. And I'm sure a lot of us, many of us, have probably been in that spot at some point in time. But thank you all for showing up. If you're here, again, on my end of the line, I'm not seeing that anybody's even here. So I'm just playing like we've got 10,000 people watching. And if for some reason this isn't coming out and I'm just playing to myself, we'll do this over again tomorrow or something. I don't know, but anyway, this is another song. This is a song that I wrote, thinking back on an old relationship, and my older brothers. One of their sayings when we were kids was when somebody, you know, it might be a very beautiful or a very handsome person, but their personality was less than to be desired, and they would say, you know, beauty's only skin deep, but ugly goes clean to the bone. And I had this line going through my head when I thought about this song, and or when this song came to me, and a relationship in the past. So it's called "Long Time Coming, Long Time Gone." And I demoed this song a few months back, and I've decided that when we record it live, when we record it for the album, we're going to have a glockenspiel on it. So this is going to be one of the few Americana folk songs that has a glockenspiel in it. So you have to listen for that when the album comes out. I don't know just where the time goes. Don't know if I care anymore. Go down the road, just doing what I'm doing. When trouble comes, learn to try to let it go. Feeling's been a long time coming. If I paid attention, would have seen it all along. Look in my rear view mirror. See, it's been a long time gone. You knew for sure I was meant for you. I knew you were meant for someone else. If we had seen the way everything was going, I never would have gone through that hell. Feeling's been a long time coming. If I paid attention, would have seen it all along. Look in my rear view mirror and see, it's been a long time gone. All those years are gone. Something kept me waiting. Together we always seemed alone. I never could see past the beauty there before me. Beauty skin deep, but ugly's clean to the bone. Feeling's been a long time coming. If I paid attention, I would have seen it all along. Look in my rear view mirror. See, it's been a long time gone. Looking in my rear view mirror, I see it's been a long time gone. Long time coming, long time gone. Well, this next song, I actually learned it from a Johnny Cash album. It's the Americana Sessions, which I love Johnny Cash music and everything Johnny Cash did. He was an excellent musician, duh. But I've felt so blessed and and humbled when people have come up to me at festivals and they're like, you know, you sound like Johnny Cash. And I'm like, well, thank you very much. Actually, one woman came up to me and she says, I'm really sorry. I hope that you don't take this as offensively, but you really sound like Johnny Cash. And I said, why would I be offended by that? Thank you so much. Actually, a young man came up to me to a festival. He said, dude, you're like my generation's Johnny Cash. And I said, wow, stop it, because the lightning's going to strike one of us. But anyway, this is a Trent Reznor song from 9 Inch Nails that Johnny covered. And every time to this day, whenever I watch the music video of this song, I break down crying, because it was towards the end of Johnny's life when he did this music video. And it's a very introspective song if you think about it. It's called Hurt, and it's going to be on the new album. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. You could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down, I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feeling disappears. You are someone else, I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. You could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down, I will make you hurt. If I could start again, million miles away, I would keep myself, I would find a way. Hurt. If you just joined us, you're late, but don't worry about it. I don't know if you're here or not, because my screen's not showing anything other than me looking at my ugly mug. So if you are out there, thank you so much for getting here and watching this. And what I'm doing is I'm going through every single cut of what the new album is going to be. That's coming out either later this year or first of next year. It depends on how recording continues to move forward. In this day and age, it's not like it was back in the day. I'm recording my guitar and vocal parts here in my studio here in Newark, Ohio. and then I'm sending those off via digital files to folks in my band, and they are adding their parts. Then they send that all back to me, where I listen back and I say, okay, that sounds good, or hey, can you add this, or hey, can you take that out? And I really have to thank major kudos and many thanks to my good friend, band member, and fellow singer-songwriter Michael Gilbert Ronstadt. He's playing cello. He plays cello, guitar, mandolin, God only knows what else, but cello is his main instrument, and he's doing a lot of cello and vocal parts on the album, as well as helping me figure out a lot of this stuff with the computer stuff, because I am a computer idiot. I'm not computer illiterate, I'm a computer idiot. And if Michael wasn't available, I'd have to call my 6-year-old grandson to help me out, because that tells you how dumb I am when it comes to computers. So this song, I wrote this back in 1999, and I was on a flight coming back from Europe after a tour over there, and I had this brilliant idea that I was going to stay up late at night before I was flying back, and I figured, first of all, I watched the movie that was, was an 8-hour flight, 6-hour flight, whatever it was, and I thought, okay, I'm going to watch the movie, and then I'll just I'll sleep for the rest of the way home. And unbeknownst to me, or I wasn't paying attention, there were a lot of babies on the plane, and there were also a lot of people who apparently had never flown before, so it was like this big thing for them, and they were all yelling at each other across the plane. Oh, did you look out the window? So I was thinking about, I couldn't wait to get back home to my wife, because I hadn't seen her for three plus weeks or something. And so I wrote this song called In-Flight Movie. It never showed up on an album after all these years. What's that, 20 years? 99, 2000, 21 years, 22 years ago. And she said, you really ought to put that on an album. So I thought, I'll put it on this album. So this is called In-Flight Movie. It's a little bit dated because it makes a reference to TWA. You kids can look that up on Google. It used to be an airline, a really big airline company, okay? Airlines. And I know how to play guitar on the album on this. Good time for my fingers to stop working. Pigs and crazies on an overnight flight. I really doubt that I'll get any sleep tonight. Screaming babies, now what'll I do? I'll just sit here and write a song for you. I've already seen the in-flight movie, polished off 3 bottles of little wine. The in-flight dinner made me nauseous. I only feel better when I realize you're mine. You know the red eye just don't cut it no more. It takes me too long to get back to your door. I'll have a drink or two, daydream of you. I just don't know what else there is to do. I've already seen the in-flight movie, polished off 3 bottles of little wine. The in-flight dinner made me nauseous. I only feel better when I realize you're mine. It really don't matter, Delta, TWA. Getting across the ocean, there must be a better way. Well, you know, it's a living, writing and singing these songs. As long as you're there waiting for me, I know I can't go wrong. I've already seen the in-flight movie. I polished off 3 bottles of little wine. The in-flight dinner made me nauseous. I only feel better when I realize you're mine. You know, I've already seen the in-flight movie, and I polished off about 10 dozen little wines. That in-flight dinner made me nauseous. I only feel better when I realize you're mine. In-flight movie. Little twist at the end there. Those little wines were so cute. Or no, I guess you can still get them. You know, they're like that big. My friend Alex Stadler at Stad's Pizzeria. He feeds me and keeps me in beer and stuff, and I go over and play there every once in a while over in Blacklick, Ohio, and he has little bottles of little wine over there. You gotta stop in there. Say, hey Alex, Dave told me about your bottles of little wine. Can I get a few of them? Well, a few years back, it's probably been about 4 or 5 years ago, I wrote a song for Martin Luther King Day celebration in my second home, third home, Cincinnati, College Hill, Ohio, in Cincinnati. And every year they would always invite me to the Martin Luther King Day celebration to sing. And there's a House of Joy choir, Bishop Todd O'Neill, good buddy of mine, brother of mine. One year I wrote this song and I said, hey Todd, do you think the choir would sing along with me on this? And they got up there at the front and, you know, hundreds of people there for the celebration. And they just jumped right in with this beautiful backing vocal thing on this song. So I'm really looking forward to nailing them down to sing the backing vocals on the album for this, because this song calls for a black gospel choir. I know it does. I'm just feeling it, man. So it's a song called Aint No Color. And the idea of this song came to me because I'm thinking of my grandkids. I have a multiracial, I'm proudly the patriarch of a multiracial family. And when I see all my grandkids together playing and just loving each other and hugging each other, and nobody sees color, and I think, and that thought stays in my mind, and that's where this song came from. And remembering Dr. King, and when he used to say, you know, never answer violence with violence. Always answer hate with love. So with that in mind, I wrote this song called Aint No Color. No color, ain't no color in this world. No color in the heart of a little boy or girl. We're all family, following the dream of our brother Martin Luther King. I've seen hatred show through others' eyes. They can't hide that hatred, no matter how they try. We could choose to deal with them with love or hate. Follow love, don't retaliate. Color, there ain't no color in this world. No color in the heart of a little boy or girl. We all family, following the dream of our brother Martin Luther King. Color of our skin, or the God we choose to praise. Color, race, religion mean nothing at the end of days. As you stand there face to face, look into each other's eyes. It's a golden rule that will speak to us from up on high. Color, there ain't no color in this world, no color in the heart of a little boy or girl. We're all family, following the dream of our brother Martin Luther King. We all just gotta reach out to one another. Gotta take good care of each other, sister and brother. Open up our lives to love, that's where it all starts. And like those little children, we can open up our hearts. Color, there ain't no color in this world, no color in the heart of a little boy or girl. We all family, following the dream of our brother Martin Luther King. The dream of our brother Martin Luther King. Ain't No Color. Really proud of that song. That song came to me in 10 minutes time because just all those thoughts just started flowing into my head, and I thought this song is bigger than I am. Well, this next song is it's a song, folks. You know, this is a song called NATO Bridge, and on my dad's side of the family, we're either Cherokee or Sioux. We're not sure. Native American Indian. My great grandmother was on the Trail of Tears back in the late 1800s when my great grandfather found her and took her and made her his wife. So my grandmother, Loda Elvina Coker Hawkins, came from that union. And for the longest time, nobody in the family spoke of it. And my great uncle, Walter Coker, finally told us the story. And so I thought, man, that's really cool. On my dad's side, I've got Native American Indian. Well, on my mom's side, it's 100% Irish. They all came over on the boat. And so I was thinking of the impact of both of those races of people, the Celts, the Irish, and the Native American Indian. And when this song came to me, because the Irish fled Ireland because of oppression and not being able to have their land to be their land, and they fled to America, the United States, became immigrants. Many of them went to work on the railroad, and so from there, they helped build the railroad from the East Coast to the West Coast, going through Native American lands and basically destroying much of the land that basically was the Native Americans. And of course, we know what happened with their land being stolen. And so I was kind of envisioning a Native American person talking to an Irish person and comparing having their land taken. And I wrote this song called NATO Bridge back in 2002. I usually do it in a different tuning, but Loretta, my dad tuned guitar, is in the shop being fixed, so I had to kind of improvise on this guitar. So I'm going to try. This is Sparky, and I'm going to do NATO Bridge for you, and we'll see how it works. There's a ship on the horizon. I already screwed it up, sorry. There's a ship on the horizon, carries my loved one far from me. Seeking a new life from misfortune, in a new land across the sea. He'll drive the spikes, lay the iron rail, carries the rich to a different shore. Find his freedom in a brave new world. As here I die on the emerald shore. Where can my people go? Why can't you let us be? Drive us from the only home we know. We just want to live simple and free. Now, my brother, you come to me. From a land across the sea, seeking a new land, your refuge. Praying you might be free. You came and you brought the iron horse that will drive us from our home. Breaking the path of the buffalo and destroy the good land we have known. Where can my people go? Why can't you let us be? You drive us from the only home we know. We just want to live simple and free. We have the right to live simple and free. I just saw that Tim, you were trying to call. I thought I saw something pop up on the screen. If there's an issue with the video, now that we're 40 minutes into it, please let me know, and we'll figure out a way to do it again later if we have to, or we'll just post it as a recording. Because I'm trying something new. In the past, I've been in the middle of a show and somebody has called, which tends to cut out the video for that period of time that my phone is ringing. And so somebody online said, oh, all you have to do is set your phone in airplane mode, and as long as you're connected to your Wi-Fi, you're okay. Well, I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi thing is 10 feet over here. I have the Google Mesh system, whatever that means. But anyway, let me know, or if you have my wife's phone number, Tim, I think you have Wendy's phone number. If there is an issue with the video, call or text her and tell her, because she's upstairs working on stuff, and she'll come down and say, what the hell's going on? Because everybody's calling me. So anyway, this is a song that was written by Eric Taylor back in 1995. And I learned this song from Nancy Griffith, another one of my favorite songwriters in the world. And it's a very powerful song, and I always liked it. I can't remember. No, I never recorded this one either. But I used to do it all the time, especially with Celtic Core. We'd be out playing, and Peg and I would play this regularly too. So this is called Deadwood, South Dakota. Good times scratched a laugh from the lungs of the young men in a Deadwood saloon, a South Dakota afternoon. The old men by the door, with their heads to their chest, told lies about whiskey on a woman's breast. Some tell the story of young Mickey Free lost an eye to a buck deer in the Tongue River Valley. Some tell the story of California Joe sent word through the Black Hills, sent word that the Black Hills lays a mountain of gold. And the gold she lay cold in their pockets, and the sun she sets down on their trees. And they thank the Lord for the land that they live in, where the white man does as he pleases. Some flat-shoed fool from the east comes a-running with some words that he'd read in some St. Joseph paper. And there was drinks all around, 'cause the news he was telling was the one they called crazy, had been caught and been dealt with. And the easterner, he read the news from the paper, and the old men gathered closer so they could hear better. And he read, it says here that Crazy Horse was killed while he was trying to escape. It was sometime last September, don't give the exact date. And the gold she lay cold in their pockets, and the sun she sets down on their trees. And they thank the Lord for the land that they live in, where the white man does as he pleases, where the white man does as he pleases. Well, the talk turned back to whiskey and women, cold nights on the plains, lordin' fighting them Indians. The Easterner, he says he'll have one more before he goes. He throws the paper at the crow boy, who sweeps up the floor. And the gold still lays cold in their pockets. The sun still sets down on their trees. They thank the Lord for the land that they live in, where the white man does as he pleases. Where the white man does as he pleases. Where the oil company does as it pleases, as it wants to, as it pleases. Good times scratch a laugh from the lungs of the young men in a Deadwood saloon on a South Dakota afternoon. Deadwood, South Dakota. Okay, I hope I have this marked right on my set list here. It's in one key or the other. I can't remember which one it is, this next one. And my wife has not come running into the studio flailing her arms. So I guess y'all are seeing this, or you can't hear a word I'm saying, so nobody knew to call her. So it doesn't matter, because I am so happy doing these songs. God, I was thinking last night, this is my 9th album, my 9th solo full-length album that I put out. Well, Celtic Core, Live Core with Celtic Core, I was the band leader, but that album never would have happened at all if it hadn't been for Peg and John Sherman and Neil Havener and David Day, members of Celtic Core. But it's become the label down in Nashville is now calling it Dave Hawkins and Celtic Core. So we call that one of my 8 albums. This is my 9th, and I'm just so excited. But I was thinking this morning, man, just on my 9 albums, I've got like probably 100 songs that I've written just for my albums, and then the other stuff. And I don't know where they come from. I thank God, or I thank whoever the great creator is, he or she may be, and all the muses in my life, whether they're you guys, my friends and family who have inspired me to do songs, sing songs, or the butterfly that landed on my bourbon one day and drank half my bourbon and then flew off in a straight line. But anyway, this song, I don't know where the hell I went with that one. This song is from another muse of mine. It was my dad who inspired me just within the last 4 or 5 months. My dad passed away in 2013, and I woke up with one morning with the entire first verse of this song, after I ran down to my studio and I ended up writing the entire song within 15 minutes. And I was thinking, where did this come from? Then I remembered my dad, one of his stories, he said when he was a teenager, a lot of times he got to ride a horse. There were farms all around where he grew up in southern Illinois. And, he'd go over to work at a neighbor's farm. And to get around the farm, he would ride horses. And he would tell me when my mom died in 2010, and he would tell me very matter-of-factly, not like he was complaining or something, he said people would always talk about loved ones who would come back to visit them in their dreams, and he said, your mother's never come to visit me in a dream. And that just tore my heart out when I heard him tell me that. So I was thinking that my mom was always with my dad, even after she passed away. And the last 3 years of his life, I think the one thing that he was really looking forward was being with my mom again. So he inspired me through osmosis or whatever to write this song. And I do have to point out that this right here is a little chicken that I got from my mother-in-law. And I've named the chicken Melvin because of my song "Somebody Stole the Chickens," which is on my most recent album that I did release. So the chicken is Melvin right here with his Cincinnati Reds hat on and the Future Farmers of America patch that my dad wore when he was a teenager. But anyway, this is a song called "Return to You." It's going to be on the album, the new album. And thank you, Dad, for giving me this song, "Return to You." I could put a saddle on a fine swift horse to ride upon away into the mountains I would ride, past the tall timber to the snow line, and there I'd stay, just to be close to you. Walking the trail in the forest woods, remembering the days when I could just talk to you. I'll take the path less traveled upon, tell myself you're not really gone, you're right here. And I'd hold you. We are together, you and me. Our love for eternity. See a light in the distant haze as I come to the final days of my world. It ain't nothing but the passage of time. When I was yours, you were mine forever. I hold you again. Forever. I hold you again. I could put a saddle on a fine swift horse to ride upon away. Thank you, Dad, for that song. Well, y'all have heard this story that my older brother Steve is my best friend, my mentor, and one of my biggest fans, if not my biggest fan. Passed away in 2001, and I wrote this song probably just a couple weeks after he passed away, and I could never bring myself to sing it because it was really kind of painful to do that. But as time has gone on, I realized that the best way to keep his memory alive, as if that would be a problem to begin with, was to share the song that I wrote for him. So this is a song called Stephen's Song. It actually did show up on a short-run album that released in 2003, I think it was, called Where's My Conscience? And I put it on that album because Steve actually taught me what social justice meant, and one of the reasons I have the political and religious leanings that I do today is because of my brother Steve and what he stood for when he was alive. So this is a song called Stephen's Song. I know I'm running down the road a little faster than I should be going. I should be taking my time to see the beauty that's all around me. How could I know just where my life would go? There were no signs in front of me. Just around the bend, another dead end, or a new road for me to see. Taking life for granted, it's a habit that most folks share. We should live our lives to the fullest, enjoy the sun, the rain, and wind in our hair. How could I know where my life would go? There were no signs in front of me. Just around the bend, another dead end, or a new road for me to see. I've taken a lesson from my brother. Enjoy life and all there is to see. It's a greater good to share with each other. And before he died, he shared this with me. How could I know where my life would go? There were no signs in front of me. Just around the bend, another dead end, or a new road for me to see. How could I know just where my life would go? There were no signs in front of me. Just around the bend, there is no dead end, but a new life waiting for me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Stephen's song. This next song, it was written in 1922 by Walter Donaldson and Gus Kahn, and I learned it off of a Jerry Jeff Walker album in 1972. And when my brother died, this song just came back to me as this is a song that I need to start playing. And over the years, I've had buddies of mine who have passed on, and I've had the honor of singing this at their memorial service. Bill Huell, who passed away, I think a year and a half or so ago, and then another buddy of mine by the name of John Davis. So I always dedicate this song to my buddies who aren't around anymore. But the first buddy to have it dedicated to him was my brother Steve. This is called My Buddy. Not so long since you went away. I think of you all through the lonely days. Buddy, oh buddy, your buddy's missing you. I miss your voice, miss the touch of your hand. I miss the way your eyes saw things upon the land. Buddy, oh buddy, nobody's quite so true. They tell me life's a book to study, with lessons to find. Ours was written, we'd part, you and I. But buddies through the good days and pals of things to fall. just these gray days. I miss you most of all, buddy. Oh, buddy, your buddy's missing you. Yes, sir, they say, it must be in God's plan. I'll be like a good boy and say I understand. But buddy, oh buddy, your buddy's got the blues. Buddy, oh buddy, your buddy's missing you. Whether it's a year, whether it's a century, don't know if it's sadness, maybe it's just self-pity. I'm missing you, missing you. You told me you'd be here anytime I needed you. Now it seems like every day I'm always not knowing what to do. I'm missing you, missing you, missing you. I'm missing you. Why did you go away? Could have stayed just one more day. How can I make it on my own? Got nothing more to say, but I'm missing you, just missing you. Just somewhere up above, my life seems harder every day. Count the stars in the heavens, my tears flow, and I gotta say I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you. Whether it's a year, maybe it's a century, don't know if it's sadness, or maybe it's just self-pity, but I'm missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you, just missing you. Sat on my deck one night, the bourbon, the deck light turned off, looking up into the stars and thinking every one of those stars is someone's loved one looking down on them. Well, this next song, I got 3 more songs for you, folks. If you've been keeping score, if you're out there, again, thank you all. If you are out there, again, I pointed out earlier, somebody told me to put airplane mode on before I recorded so that phone calls and stuff would not interfere with the podcast, whatever you want to call it. So if you are out there, thank you for being here, but I'm not seeing anything on my screen that there are people there. So thanks for sitting in here for the first performance of all the songs that are going to be on the new album, all the way through, all 15 songs. And recording's going well, getting back on track. This song is, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek song about passing away. And I got the idea for this song. I kind of was channeling John Prine, my most favorite songwriters of my lifetime in the whole world. I started listening to John Prine in 1972 or something, and he has been, I would not be a singer-songwriter today if it hadn't been for John Prine. Listening to that first album, I just got bit by something. I gotta do something about, I got some pet spiders here in the studio or something, but anyway, so I was kind of thinking of John when I wrote this song, but I was also kind of wondering what my memorial service will be like when that day comes, because it's inevitable, it's going to come someday, right? So I wrote this song called The Great Beyond, and it goes just like this. When I die, will you remember me? When I'm dead and gone, will you really miss me? When my last winter's come and gone, will you think of me flying to the great beyond? What will it be? My legacy? Will people say I was just okay? When my last winter's come and gone, will you think of me flying to the great beyond? Give my body, please, to folks trying to cure disease. Burn what's left of me and set my ashes free. When my last winter's come and gone, will you think of me flying to the great beyond? At the wake, put my guitar at the end of an open bar. Sing only happy tunes, 'cause we'll be together soon. When my last winter's come and gone, will you think of me flying to the great beyond? Yeah, when my last winter's come and gone, will you think of me flying to the great beyond? That's me you'll see, flying to the great beyond. Definitely play that at my funeral. Well, speaking of some of my favorite songwriters, Guy Clark, he's right up there with all of them. And when I heard this next song, I thought, yeah, I think I want to record that and put it on an album, because it takes me back to my childhood. One time I was about 4 or 5 years old. My brothers got me up on the roof of our garage, and they got one of those old canvas newspaper carrier bags, put the straps around under my arms, and were trying to talk me into jumping off the garage roof because it would act like a parachute. And I was almost ready to go when my dad walked out and stopped them. And of course, it was my fault because I'm the youngest, and you know, the youngest has such a rough life. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so when I heard this song, The Cape, that just brought back that memory. So I want to do this for you, called The Cape. 8 years old with the flour sack cape tied all around his neck. He climbed up on the garage. Figure what the heck. Screwed his courage up so tight the whole thing came unwound. He got a running start and bless his heart, headed for the ground. One of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Now he's all grown up with a flour sack cape tied all around his dreams. He's full of piss and vinegar, busted at the seams. He licked his finger and he checked the wind. It was gonna be do or die. He wasn't scared of nothing, boys, and pretty sure he could fly. One of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Let's pick. He's old and gray with a flour sack cape tied all around his head. He's still jumping off the garage, will be till he's dead. All his life people said he's acting like a kid. He did not know he could not fly, so he did. He's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. He's one of those who knows that life's just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Love that song. Thank you, Guy Clark, for that. Rest your soul. Well, I'll tell you what we're doing here. I'm going to switch out guitars for the last song of the evening, and I hope you all are still with me here. And oh, sorry about that. Worst case scenario is be able to put this on a recording, but we shall see. This is Arlene. Arlene is a late 1980s model Guild D17M, and years ago I retired her from the road, so I took the pickup system out of her, which means in order to play her now I gotta get a microphone. Hope you can hear that. That is, it's called Nashville High Tune, and it's all, instead of the normal guitar strings, we have octave strings on the guitar. And so what I did was I decided to pull Arlene out of retirement and turn her into my Nashville high string guitar, because she's got such a wonderful voice, and these strings just really seem to get it for her. This last song is a song that I wrote for my oldest granddaughter, Kaylee Brianna Leary Broughton. She's now 21 years old and married, and to Brandon. They live over in Columbus, Ohio. And I wrote this for her right after she was born. So this is back in 1999. And again, this is a song that never ended up on any album. And I was playing around with it last year and thought, you know what? I think it's time to record this. And it's kind of a song for all my grandkids, even though they're all too old to need a lullaby. But it's called A Granddad's Lullaby. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this comes out on the album. And thank you all again. I'm going to say a few words after I'm done with this song. Hope that's coming through. Here it is. Okay. What are you going to do? The end of the day is here. Time to go to sleep, sweet child, and wash away all your tears. The time for sleep is now. We're at the end of day. Close your eyes and dream those dreams of the joy you have at play. As you dream your sweet dreams, I pray they all come true. May blessings and joy, peace and love all rain down on you. In the morn when you awake, in just a little while, your granddad will be right here, dear child, to greet you with this song and a smile. As you dream your sweet dreams, I pray they all come true. May blessings and joy, peace and love all rain down on you. So what are you going to do? The end of the day is here. It's time to go to sleep, dear child, wipe away all your tears. It's time to go to sleep, sweet child, I'll wipe away all your tears. What a way to end an album, I think. Thank you all for being out here tonight listening. And I think we put it on that we were going to be at about an hour and a half. And I think we made it because old Dave didn't talk too much. I appreciate you all showing up. And again, I hope you all showed up. And I will keep you updated on how the album's going and all that stuff. Susan, that's the wrong thing. Susan, my social media lady, will keep you all updated as well. Sign up for the e-news and everything else. This is a rough idea of what the album cover is going to look like, but we'll put that online as well. So if you want any more information about how to keep track with the album and what's going on, or finding my other albums, please go to davehawkins.com. And also there is also a YouTube channel, and I think it's J. David Hawkins, but if you go to the davehawkins.com site, there's a button where you can go directly to the channel and sign up for that. Okay, thank you all so much, and God bless you for stopping in tonight. And if this didn't work out, if only a handful of people got to see this because something got screwed up, I'll gladly do it again for anybody who wants to hear it again, okay? So thank you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of the earth. And love yourselves, love each other, love the earth. And I will see you again very soon. If it'll be in 2 weeks. It'll be the first Tuesday of next month for One Take Tuesday. Otherwise, there'll be a guinea pig session popping up sometime. Okay. So again, all that stuff I just said about taking care of everybody and all that stuff. And love you guys. And I will see you soon. Okay. This is Dave. I'm gone. Peace.